there guys, it's Joey. So I thought we'd start getting back into videos with a fun video, a silly video, a witchy haul, spiritual shopping video. Now, 3 items are technically makeup, so they're not technically flat out witchy, but they are cruelty-free products, and I'm going to check if, is this one vegan? I thought the Lush one was vegan, but I can't see a vegan sign on it, so it's possibly just vegetarian. And I know they're not particularly witchy, but you know, with them being animal friendly and possibly useful to other ladies, perhaps even guys out there, given what they are, you know, they might be useful. And these are just things that I have acquired over more than a month, I would say, and I treated myself to a few bits after moving in, because it had been such a crazy event, and I thought, you know, I felt like treating myself to a couple of bits, and some bits are a bit older, but I was in the process of packing and I knew we were moving and things, so I waited until now to include them in an all-over haul. So these, you know, it's a month and a half, 2 months worth of stuff, and it's not that much stuff really. So I think we'll start with a little makeup product, so that's over and done with, and you can skip it if it really doesn't interest you whatsoever. So the first thing I got was Celestial, which is a moisturiser from Lush. And I'm not going to open it, because the one thing I don't like about Lush moisturisers, and why I've been super reluctant to go back and try different Lush moisturisers, is the actual tub. You have to be so super careful when you are taking moisturiser out, because it's a very tight screw top, and if you're not careful, like some product like gets out here, and then it goes dry and manky and horrible, and you lose product that way. I'm just going to look up the price because I can't remember. I've got a feeling it's around £12, but I'm not sure. Yeah, £12.95 for Celestial moisturiser. And I do enjoy certain Lush products. I really do like Lush. I think they're great. Thinking about it, I have 2 other bits I'm going to grab after this that are also non-witchy so much, but they're kind of cool. But I wanted to talk about Lush skincare products in particular. So £12.95 for a moisturiser isn't bad, but you don't get a huge amount. You get, if I can see the weight, 45 grams. Now this one has a slight vanilla scent. I tried Zion back in the day, and that really reacted with my skin. And the reason that I really wanted to try this is because I've been using steam cream, and this is steam cream in its beautiful pot. I've actually got another pot which I saved, which had Virgo on the front, and steam cream is vegan, I believe, and cruelty-free, but recently I've been using this on my skin, and it's been irritating my cheeks. My cheeks have been going red. I have a little bit of a rosacea thing right on the cheekbones, and as I get slightly older, it gets irritated quite easily by certain products. Now, I've been using Lush Angels on Bare Skin since I was 15 years old, so that's 15 years, oh my god. I've been using Angels on Bare Skin as long as a teenager, and it's never ever irritated my skin. And I also use the Aroma Water, which is the gentler face tonic water, toner water, and those have been fine. And so far the Celestial has been really kind on my skin, so if you suffer with really sensitive skin like I do, I actually have combination skin, but this so far has been working really well. But steam cream started off okay, and then it's carried on irritating my skin. And then I got 2 things from Pixie. I was originally going to try something else, but I got this from Pixie. Now this is the Brightening Peach Correction Concentrate from Pixie. Like I said, if you really don't care about makeup, just skip. And this is what it looks like. Now, I was originally going to try the Becca one, and the Becca one is a much darker peach. And this is basically sort of a colour correction thing for dark circles under your eyes. So I have quite deep set eyes, and it's genetics, but you know, my mother had really dark circles under her eyes, and I've just been noticing them lately, probably because I'm more tired. But this works really, really well, and Pixie is cruelty free, and the items are mostly vegetarian, and some of them are vegan. I think these 2 are vegetarian. The reason for me getting Pixie is that this had really good reviews, and Pixie have a UK based site as well as an American site, whereas Becca was only in America and a lot of places were sold out, and it's a bit hit and miss from America. Sometimes it comes quite quickly and has good tracking, but sometimes it's really not, and it's a bit problematic. But Pixie arrived within 3 days, and both items are really nice. The other one is a hydrating milky serum, which is a nutrient-rich revitalizing skin boost. And so it comes in a box, and you get this pipette. The pipette is something that some people really don't like, and I understand this because it seems a little bit counterintuitive. So when I take it out, you see it goes all the way up like that, and it's a bit odd as a pipette, but the product is really nice, and you only need a very little bit, and it does exactly what it says. It does revitalise skin. So there's that. Now I'm going to pause the video a second, and by the power of editing I'll come back and we'll have a couple more bathing products. Okay, so as I went on a walk the other day in the new village, I went into I don't know what you'd call them, it's a little shop that sort of stocks all sorts of knickknacks, and they also had a range of Balm Cosmetics stuff in there. Balm Cosmetics is a UK based Lush alternative that's slightly cheaper currently than Lush, and they had this. So this is Lime and Dandy soap, and I'm a huge freak for anything lime scented. It's my favourite fruit scent. I love lime, I love it so much. And I also got 2 of their little bath fizzy melts. So they had a strawberries and cream one and a lemon one, a lemon sort of. And I love these. I've used them before, the lemon one I've had before, and they're really, really nice. And I think the little melts are £2 each, and the soap was £3, and that's probably half the price of what most Lush things are now, unfortunately. So yeah, so just to add those. So that's all the bathing and beauty and all things like that. So if you didn't like that, I'm sorry. We shall move on. So the next thing was actually free. The bowl wasn't, but you've seen the bowl before. So I actually picked up this lovely branch of completely dried pine needles. Over the road on the pathway there's a huge great big pine tree, and this was on the ground, and it smells beautiful. So I'm super excited to be able to have regular access to huge pine trees. So you know, just what they're shedding naturally is going to be more than enough for when I run out of pine, and it smells so good. You should have, I think you've seen the bulb. I'm pretty sure I've shown the bulb before. That was TK Maxx. It's a coconut shell. That's an old one. I'm pretty sure I've shown that before, but just in case I haven't. Anyway, so pine needles are deeply cleansing. This almost looks like a little bazoom by itself. And pine has this really fragrant energy and this really beautiful energy, which works only for me when you're using natural pine needles, because I find whenever you have an artificial pine scent, even an essential oil pine scent, it smells a bit odd and a bit funky, and I don't like it at all. I really don't like it when things smell like toilet cleaner, that kind of pine, and it's like, it doesn't smell like pine, it smells like pine toilet cleaner, and it's just nasty. It's kind of acidic. Yeah, it's not very nice, but natural pine scent is so uplifting, so cleansing, and it's wonderful. It's a real earth scent. So I was super excited. I'm gonna definitely go and video the woods at some point soon. It's absolutely chucking it down today, so it won't be today, but soon, hopefully. Okay, so the next thing is technically not witchy, it's technically a handbag, but it's kind of witchy. I decided I needed a little handbag for summer for a number of reasons. My current handbag is huge, which I love. I love having a great big massive handbag for when I need it. But I was thinking for summer I'll probably need something lighter, and I just fell in love with this. And it's kind of witchy. So it's Nightingale's Encyclopedia of Pills, Powders, Lotions and Ointments. So it's basically a encyclopedia of herbs and potions and things, but it's a handbag, and it has its thing here, and then it has a twisty handle, and then it has this on the inside. Isn't this cool? And then you unzip. I haven't actually took the thing out yet, but I'll have to clip that on the other side. But as you can see, you have a strap. I love bags that look like books because I'm a bookworm, book dragon. So I love this, and the fact that it's pills, powders, lotions and ointments, like a herbology book, it kind of reminds me of the books out of Harry Potter a bit as well, so I geeked out about that a bit, so I had to have one. So the next thing I got, I'm not actually going to go into too much depth with this because I'm going to do a reveal video separately, and I will probably record that straight after this one and upload them together, so you won't have long to wait, I shouldn't think. So I actually invested in the Plant Ally cards by Lisa McLaughlin. They're gorgeous. Definitely worth having. I've been working through a sort of plant phase where everything's very much about plants. I will say actually, as you look at these, I originally was looking at tree cards, and unfortunately I found some of the tree version a little bit off-putting. I didn't like some of the images, whereas I found some of the images in this deck to be really drawing, to like really drew me into the story of these cards. So I was really surprised that I didn't like the tree cards, because that's basically the antithesis of what I'm normally like, but there you go. So I just thought I'd mention that, and I will do a proper full video. So the next thing is quite a few weeks old now, and I absolutely adore it, and the energy on it. Oh, her energy is amazing. Tree Spirit Weaver from Etsy. She's the lady who does the antler pieces, which I quite regularly advertise and have purchased 3 currently for myself. She's done a few stones recently, and this has a natural hagstone in it, which is a natural hole in the stone, and she had painted a crow with the Triskel on here in gold, and I was torn between this and another one, and the other one had like the crow, and the hagstone was actually over the crow's eye, which I really liked, but this actually drew me in because of the Triskel and having the hole in the centre of the Triskel. I really like that, like right in the space of the middle of the cycle is the void, and I kind of love that. And hagstones have this beautiful, rich traditional history of being spiritual stones, and you can look through them and see different worlds, and you can look through them and get glimpses of the past and glimpses of the future. And I never find hagstones naturally because I never live close to water. It's very odd actually, apart from once in my life where I was a bit closer. Generally speaking, I've been inland in England, and yes, we're an island, and yes, compared to say America or other places, I'm a lot closer to water than some people, but never within easy travelling distance. I managed to get pink something on there. I don't know how I managed that. So when I saw that she had painted them, I was like, oh, she's painted crows on a hexstone, I've got to have one. And I will always support her and her Etsy shop, absolutely. I think she has an incredible journey, an incredible shop, an incredible talent. I think everything's beautiful in terms of energy. Every time something comes, you can feel her energy, and it's like, oh, it's so nice. And I like held on to this for a while just because the energy was so beautiful, so calming. And all of her products go to support her animal sanctuary in Germany, and I'm super jelly, and I wish I could live there because it is beautiful, beautiful. So if I was to recommend anything out of all of this, it would be hers. You know, go check her out. I frequently share her stuff on both the store page, which is not just for my store, and my normal Facebook. Right, so the rest are little crystals, which are a little bit older now as well. And I'm going to attempt to find everything. I have my crystal books that I dug out especially. I went through box hell to find my crystal books in order to give you meanings from the books. So, okay. So I got these a few weeks ago, and there are a couple from the market and others from the holistic shop. Actually, I think I'll do the ones from the market first, and then that's easier. So, let's get the book of stones out for the first one. So the first one is a raw piece of watermelon tourmaline. Are you ready for this bad boy? Because it is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. So watermelon tourmaline is obviously when it looks like watermelon, because it's got green around the outside and pink on the inside. It's beautiful. It was really reasonable as well. Let's see if I can find tourmaline in the book of stones. The book of stones takes a bit longer because it's big. So you just have a look at that for a minute, and I will attempt to find tourmaline called tourmaline. Oh, that's topaz. Aha, tourmaline. Pink. Okay, so watermelon tourmaline is obviously for the heart chakra. If you didn't know, most tourmalines are, particularly the pink, particularly the green, and obviously the watermelon combines the two. And it's for calm, joy, and for the element of water. Watermelon tourmaline is a synergistic combination of pink and green that amplifies and balances the energies of each. It is suited to working simultaneously with the physical, emotional, and spiritual components of the heart, awakening the higher heart, the energy center just above the heart chakra, which is known as the seat of the soul. One's emotional experience is defined by the rising and ebbing tides of the life. Happiness is short-lived. However, watermelon tourmaline teaches one the meaning of joy, that unbound happiness, which is not caused by external circumstance, but is instead the natural conditioning of being. Neja Asian for spiritual. Wonderful for shifting one's consciousness from the brain to the heart. It strengthens the energy of the heart to generate a powerful, energetic field of love and compassion. It helps bring hysterics and dramatics into resonance with strong, heart-centered energy that immediately calms and focuses them, heals the heart. The affirmation, I am at one with the serenity of joy, the serenity and joy of being. There we go. So it's actually a little piece that has helped me as I've been shifting home, and I was actually sharing a sentiment on the Starry-Eyed Facebook page, I've started sharing an oracle each week, which is relevant to me and gives a little bit of in-depth about how I view certain oracle cards and things, and the messages for the week. And I've been doing this, you know, free of charge and all that sort of thing on the Starry-Eyed Facebook page, and you can see that per week. And I was talking about the sacred grove and about how when you are at home within yourself, it doesn't matter when you have a change of physical location, because if you are at home in your own being, in your own skin, then you are with yourself wherever you go. So it's been helping me through transitions of that nature, and dealing with some of the underlying difficulties that hurt my heart when having to move from a place, because I'm a little bit stereotypical of an earth sign, that I don't like change huge amounts. This shift and change hasn't been too bad because I never felt at home in the old place, but I still had my moment, had my little cry of, you know, of leaving a place, of leaving somewhere where you've lived for 5 years. So it's been helping me with figuring that out and transitioning that in a heart space. So it's been really, really good for that. I shall probably pop these on the windowsill. I've been keeping, I have a windowsill. I didn't have a windowsill in the old place, and I've been putting crystals all over the windowsill, so it's quite funny. In fact, I'll tell you what, you can see. Hang on. There you go, crystals all over the windowsill. It's a fun little move. Oh, or not, depending on your point of view. Joe, we feel so sick now. Why did you do that? So the next thing from the market was a larger garnet. Don't need to be seeing that reflection. It's a hot mess. I've been moving things around. And I only got 2 things off the market. The rest are from the holistic place that I patronise. There is. Gonna make you feel sick again. Let's see if I can get him. I've been followed by blackbirds since I moved it. Look! Look at him having, oh, you can even see the rain. You're having a bath. I've got you on camera. You need to chirp, 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 chirp. Oh, bless them. They nest around here, I think, because I've been seeing a lot of them, and obviously there's a little woodlands. So there you go, a little bit of a blackbird. He's fanning his tail at me right now, so he's like, oh yes, I am famous now. Sorry. Right, sidetracked. This is garnet. This is a slightly larger garnet. I really want a nice big raw chunk of garnet, and I just can't get any. But this is a little bit more palm stone size, which is nice. Garnet is a really wonderful crystal when working with and for the goddess Morrigan. It's one of the stones that I probably associate with her more than any other crystal, even the black ones. And you know, when you read your stereotypical crystals that you're supposed to use for the Morrigan, and you get, you know, jet and obsidian. And obsidian works really, really well, but jet is a bit hit and miss for me. I think it's a bit, it feels a bit empty sometimes. I don't dislike jet, but it doesn't have quite the punch that I think is needed. And garnet, however, is a beautiful crystal in all sorts of ways, but it's really wonderful for working with goddess Morrigan. And depending on the particular crystal, it looks a little bit more red, it looks a little bit more black. This one has a little bit more of a black, but you can see the red in the light. The light isn't great, like I said. It's looking a little bit blue here. Is that just a reflection out the window? It might be. That might be a window somewhere. And it reminds me of blood droplets, which is a little bit macabre, I know, but I always talk about it this way. And it being a crystal of blood kind of makes sense, because it's a root chakra, it's a life force energy, it's a sexual energy, so it's basically in the blood, fire in the blood for garnet. And that works really, really well with regards to goddess Morrigan, because she really represents a way of life which is in the blood, and you kind of, you know her or you don't. And if she's in your blood, then you know. If she works with you in passing, then you understand, but when she's in your blood, you know. Just having a look what the crystal bibble says. Love and devotion, balancing the sex drive, stimulates the rise of Kundalini energy. Okay, so Kundalini energy is represented by the snake at the base of the spine and is about awakening life force. So it's very much a life force crystal. Oh, square cut garnets are said to bring success in business. That's interesting. There you go. I might be using that for business. It dissolves ingrained patterns that are no longer serving you by bypassing resistance or self-induced unconscious sabotage. Helps you let go of useless ideas, opening the heart and bestowing self-confidence. So yeah, I really, really love Garnet. Let's move on because I could be here all day. So I picked up a couple of more pieces of strawberry quartz. I've got a few pieces of strawberry quartz, and all the ones that I've been able to get personally that have not been gifted to me have been quite small, and I haven't found any as big as the pieces that I was gifted anywhere, and these are just slightly bigger. So I saw them and they were the same price as the little ones, and I was like, well, I'll take the bigger ones then. Which, you know, strawberry quartz is again a kind of a loving compassion stone. I will grab the meanings from the crystal bibble because it won't be in the book of stones, I shouldn't imagine. One moment. As a point of reference, enables the discovery of why circumstances of your present incarnation were chosen and the karmic gifts brought to it. Strawberry quartz lessens the restrictions you place upon yourself and insists in reprogramming false beliefs, encouraging positive viewpoints. Intense energy that assists dream recall and understanding the messages of dreams. That might be actually what I need it for. Not dream recall, because I remember nearly every dream I have. It's a bit crazy, but understanding dreams. I keep dreaming about certain exes and I could do without it. Right. So, the next piece is beautiful. This is a Rubellite. So, Rubellite is again a Tourmaline, I believe. Yeah, a red Tourmaline. This is a tumbled piece of Rubellite, and I really wanted this piece because I thought it was really, really unusual because it has a tricolour. So you have that red there at the top, and then it goes into a sort of an amber, and then at the bottom it has a much darker tone. And I picked it up and I felt shocks all through my arm, which is usually a sign of "take me home, I love you." Vibrates deeply, resonantly within the heart chakra. It goes deeper than other heart stones. It strengthens the heart and links the heart of the earth. It has the potential to open one to love that goes beyond human relationships, the love that permeates the universe. Let's read the initiations. Combines the energies of water and earth, overcoming fear about abundance, survival, stability and safety, soothing the emotional body, opening the heart. Is an ally for those who have had difficulty feeling at home. I always pick crystals on intuition and it never fails. Especially those who do not feel at home within the world and their own lives. It can help the emotionally isolated feel connected to the world. It is a preeminent heart healing stone, but also heals limiting patterns within the first chakra. So the affirmation, I align my heart with the heart of the earth, the heart of the universe, casting the drops of my love into the ocean of love that permeates all. That's nice. I like that a lot. Right. So, if I can remember which way round these were, they're both Aura Quartz. I think one was Tanzine and one was possibly something else. Let me have a look. I don't know if you're going to be in the Book of Stones. They're a bit funny about these sorts of Aura. Is it going to be under Tanzine? Oh, let's have a look at the bibbles. One moment. I can't remember if one was a gold and one was a tangerine quartz 227. I don't think it is tangerine quartz. They were definitely Aura. One second, I'll try and find Aura quartz in the bibbles. 312. Okay, let's see if it has all the different ones. Oh no, maybe they are both Tangerine Sun Aura quartz. I'm pretty I know they're both Aura quartz. I thought they were different, but they might well both be Tangerine Sun Aura quartz. Iron and gold on quartz. Opens a blocked or unawakened third eye. It heals the third eye and some chakras after psychic trauma or restriction. Supportive for spiritual exploration and facilitating visualization and profound insight. By connecting to higher spirit forces, it grounds spiritual vision and manifests it in everyday life. Makes you more responsive, uplifts the spirits, and imparts ability to face life's challenges with equanimity and cheerfulness. Mentally, Tangerine Sun analyzes and categorizes, aligning clarity, insight, and perspective with strength. Unites base, sacral, and solar plexus chakras, cleansing energetic flow and stimulating creativity. Yeah, so there you go. Right, so that was the very last thing for the quite a few bits and pieces that I have acquired over the last month. Might even be 2 months thinking about it, and I just thought that would be a fun video to start off with. The next video will definitely be having a look at the plant ally cards, so I hope you enjoy this video and many blessings.